Hello, the YouTube. Down here. I'm Rambunctious with the best mustache on Twitch. In my very first video, I'm going to be showing you how to complete all 15 of the Pirate's Life Tall Tale Commendations so you can eventually unlock the Pirate's Life Shanty. So without a fancy intro, we're about to dive in. Whoa! You can access all the new Tall Tales at any outpost near the Castaway's campfire. Simply walk up to her she shed and vote on which Tall Tale you wish to complete. While she explains the storyline of the Tall Tale, feel free to eat some popcorn or barrel hide on her head. After she explains the story, the Castaway will open a glowing portal that you drive your ship to and through. So as we take that trip over yonder, here's a closer look at the hat and sails.
Oh!
I'm a big fan of these sails, especially at night. They have a nice glow to them, and a very kind personality. After the awesome trip to the portal, you will come up to an island. Raise sails or drop anchor. Hop on the island and look for the ship hole you can walk through. It should be just off the shore. After traveling ahead, you will see another broken ship you can pass through. If you see this statue, you're headed in the right direction. Head into the cave. Be sure to grab the Flame of Souls from the campfire. You will have to light various lanterns, torches, and candles to unlock hidden features in this tall tale. Light both lanterns on either side of the door and head through. Light the lantern on the impaled skeleton straight ahead. Then look for the skeleton sitting against the wall, covering the lantern. Move his arm and light the lantern. Head to the hallway just to the left of him and find the busted rowboat to light this lantern as well. Once you get to the pirate sitting and drinking, walk to the waterfall and take the oar handle from the skeleton. You won't be needing it anymore.
Butt scratcher! Here's your butt scratcher here! Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher!
Take the oar handle up and around and insert it into the switch and activate it. Head through the door and hop to this next bit quickly. Shortly up ahead, you'll need to light another lantern. After seeing the pirates in the rowboat, raise the anchor to lower the bridge. Head across and use the pulley on the other side. Head across to light the last lantern in this room. Note, you will need to wait for the ghost rowboat animation for the bridge to drop. After the bridge lowers, head up the path to admire the scene from the actual ride. Unfortunately, you can't grab any of this booty. Stay to the right, or head behind the mountain of gold, and head up the pathway to jump across a few platforms. On this next part, you can either sword lunge across, or climb up the ladder and cut the rope. Use this pulley to bring the crow's nest closer to you. When you hop on, it'll start moving you to the other side by itself. And again, you can either sword lunge across here, or cut the rope and drop the bridge piece. Then slide down the water.
Me voy a matar. Este es mi último. Uy. Me voy a matar.
Walk down the pathway to light the brazier on top of the steps. You will have to wait for the animation for the door to open and the bridge to raise to get in. Head into Sailor's Grave. We'll head right to this first ship where we find our first journal and dig site. Here's the location of our first journal, just to the right of the skeleton in bed. The skeleton in bed is holding a map to the first dig site, but the X is not visible yet. Open the blinds using the pulley and head outside to light the 3 torches. Once you've lit all 3 torches, the X is now visible on the map under the magnifying glass once you move his arm. Head outside to the dig site, which is just in front of the tavern where you're going to find the key to the cage. We'll get to that a little later, but the chest is actually right in front of this little rock here, so it'll be easy to find. This is poor Dougie's chest. Grab the chest and head towards the lighthouse. Before you reach the lighthouse, stay to the left towards the dock, and you'll notice a trail of gold on the floor. See this? You're heading in the right direction. This is where you find poor Dougie. Then dig that shallow grave right there. Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh. You missed.
I did.
And Common's taking a dump on his chest. Nice.
The ultimate power move, you know?
Light the lantern. And after poor Dougie finishes talking, hand him the chest and let your crewmate's dog pee on him.
No.
Pick up poor Dougie's key and open the chest. Inside you'll see poor Dougie's medallion, which we'll be using later. We're going to take the chest back up to this area right here under this hanging cage, but we're going to store a lot of the items to make things easier. Next we're going to grab the key to the hanging cage. You'll be able to see it shining bright like a diamond as soon as you walk in here. So use the pulley to lower the chandelier to get the key off of it. Once you lower the chandelier to get the key, you can head into the next room and light the candle on this map table to show where poor Dougie's treasure used to be. I didn't light it in this video just to save a little bit of time, but go ahead and explore, check it out. Head straight and grab the second journal. Once you're done reading the journal, take the key and go put it under the hanging cage. I set mine right next to poor Dougie's chest. Then I head into this room here where you'll see 2 skeletons, a chessboard, and our third journal. So go ahead and grab the third journal as well. Be sure to light the candle on the table or you won't move to the next step. It's very important. From here, you'll need to find Captain Bones' special recipe. So we're going to head out this way, towards another little bridge right here in the middle, past the hanging cage. And instead of climbing on top of that place to the right, I'm just going to sword lunge over this rock and hop over. Use the pulley to get yourself up top. And remember this door up top here because we're going to be coming back to it later as well. Next, use this other pulley to remove the obstruction that was down there and help you jump across. So now you can actually walk through that pathway, which we'll be doing later as well. Jump over and head to the stairs on the right and use the pulley. I like to position these little platforms, you'll see, right about here, just to make things easier to jump across. There's a little cave that you jump through from this platform to get the special recipe. And boy, is it finger licking good. Head to the front of the bowsprit of this boat and you'll find the hanging cage. And you'll see there's another rope you can actually cut down. So cut the cage down and take the recipe. You can either jump down and take a little bit of fall damage or just jump down this boat just like I did here. We're going to bring the special recipe down to these items where we had everything gathered. And then we're going to open up the cage with the captain's skull in it. He's going to go ahead and tell you a bit of the story, which I fast forward through so that it doesn't ruin it for you. Then we take the skull back to that room where we found our third journal and those two skeletons at the chest table. So I just set them down on this table, then head back. Grab Captain Bones' special recipe, and then you'll see an option to fill his tankard. Go ahead and do that. And they'll go through a cool another animation, which I fast forwarded through so that you can enjoy it yourself. Then you head back and grab poor Dougie's medallion, which is actually going to be the buy-in for the game to get this ship key. So you set the medallion on the table as a buy-in, and now you can grab the captain's skull and put it on the body. After another cool little animation, which I won't spoil for you, we'll go ahead and grab that ship key. Now we're going to take the ship key and head back towards that door I told you to remember. Because you might have guessed it, yep, that's the key to that door. We're going to put it here, use the pulley, go up top, and open that door. Inside the door you'll find pouches of gold and piles of gold that you can actually pick up this time. So after you're done picking up all the gold, you can take the captain's skull or leave them there either way, and we need to move these sails. These sails are going to be for another part a little bit later on once we get to the lighthouse. But you can see there's actually a brazier right behind me where I'm at. We're going to light that brazier to get into a secret part called Deep into the Caribbean for the 5 Headless Monkey journals. After we leave this place, we head back towards the lighthouse. You grab the captain's skull and bring it close to those braziers. They'll actually light for you, and then it's going to go through another animation, which you have to wait for. I tried sword lunging across, but there's a barrier there. So make sure you bring the captain's skull with you, or you won't get the animation, and you won't be able to get into the lighthouse. Once he's done talking and the bridge is raised, we go all the way up top at the top of the lighthouse and find our 4th journal, which is right here on this little bookshelf. We ran by it the first time, so I had to backtrack. Next, he keeps talking a little bit and going on about a story which is actually pretty funny, and then we set him down on another body that's right here without a head. And again, you do have to wait for him to stop talking in order to do the next step, which is light the braziers. So that's the brazier we opened up with the sails, and this is a secret part. You can go all the way back to the beginning of the map and do, or you can take a shortcut, which I'm going to show you as well. So we climb up this ladder here, and again, unfortunately you have to wait till he's done talking. Ignite the lighthouse, and then light the braziers. For these first two, I just keep this the same level and go straight across. Then I'll go back and then raise it and go towards the middle one. After you light this 3rd brazier, you'll see the ferry incoming, and you get this little checkpoint here, the damned stowaways. Next, we're going to light that brazier to the Deep in the Caribbean part. So we gotta swing it all the way around and down. So I'm just gonna give you a good look of what it looks like. So that's the brazier there. You're just gonna run the light just over it. It's okay, you don't have to get the whole brazier in there. I just lit the top and you'll see. So that'll go through. Champagne falls from the sky and velvet ropes part. You'll see the bridge go up. And a quick little note, don't leave the lighthouse light there. As you'll see later, the whole area is actually green because I did that. So make sure you move it out of the way so that you can enjoy the view of the whole area there. Next we head back to his ship with the red sails as he requests. Then he opens the door for us. We make our way through the ship and then up to a couple ladders, which I'm going to skip across another animation so that it doesn't ruin it for you. Kind of funny as well. Then you just keep heading straight after this ladder to the captain's quarters, where you'll put the skull back on his body and find our 5th and final journal. Next, after he's done talking, he gives us a key to go through the back door.
Yoink!
You're gonna see some more gold. You can't pick it up, but I do troll my crewmate here and tell him that we can pick it all up. He does go for it and go at it for a little bit. It's pretty funny. But eventually, and as you can see, it was a joke.
Gotcha, bitch!
Next, we head on to the rowboat. We're gonna undock it and turn all the way back around so that we can go into the deep into the Caribbean part and get the 5 headless monkey journals. And as I said before, I left the lighthouse light shining down there so it looks all green. So just remember while you're up in the lighthouse, like I said, to move that light back out of the way so that you can actually see everything there. If not, everything's gonna have a green tint to it just like mine. Next, we're going to pull the rowboat next to these rocks and just jump over. Next, we'll head to the top right, the right broken part of the ship, to find a key and 2 journals. So the skeleton here has a key. There's journal number 1. Move up a little bit towards the broken mast ahead here. And there's journal number 2. Then at the base of the other broken mast, you'll find the 3rd journal. Just right here to the left. Journal number 3. Next, we head back up to the skeleton, grab the key, and go down to open the captain's quarters. There we'll find journals 4 and 5. Next, we head out of the captain's quarters and then back towards the beginning where that bridge was lifted so that you get this commendation here. You'll see that the trees will blow and lightning will strike, and then a little unlock goes to deep in the Caribbean here. Make sure you go all the way towards that bridge or you will not get that unlock. And after that, we head back in our rowboat and back towards the ferry. So those lights right there are a good indication that you're heading the right direction, because that's where we undock the rowboat. So just head straight to there and it's out and to the left. Dock the rowboat and then take the ladder over here on the right side of the ship. Next, the ferryman's going to go through a little piece of the story, which I'll fast forward through so as not to ruin it for you. Then we head down to the middle of the ship and then light the Well of Fates. Here, this will bust a hole in the ship, and we head down. You'll see some cannonball barrels and food barrels, so make sure that you load up here for the next epic battle we're about to have. To get through this next part, we're going to have to light 3 torches. This is torch number 1 to open up this door. Torch number 2 is just here on the left. Then after you move the sarcophagus lid, you'll find the hidden torch number 3. All the doors will open up, and you'll be able to walk downstairs to find, you guessed it, Captain Jack Sparrow. Once you walk down the stairs, you can either head left or right. They both lead to a cell. And you'll see him and the cute little doggy with the keys in his mouth. Interact with the dog with the keys in his mouth and get a cute little animation and let him out. That's gonna do it for this tall tale. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts on my first video. If it was helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. If it's a thumbs down, please tell me why. And if it's not equipment related, because I'm a pleb with the headset microphone, I'll try working on it in my next video. If you would like to see me get trash canned live during PvE and PvP, I normally stream Sea of Thieves live on Twitch, Tuesday through Saturday around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I thank you in advance for all your input and support. Link is down in the description, and this is Rambunctious with the best mustache on Twitch saying thank you again, and bye!